Senua's Saga, Hellblade II, is a magnificent masterpiece of a game, an audio-visual experience like no other. It's fantastic in a number of ways. It's graphically impressive, the soundscape is flipping fantastic, as you'll hear, but one of my favourite things about it is the photo mode, which I'm going to show you in a second, but listen to this.
In the past, all that she lost, tearing at her with dead hands and eyes of fire, her village. Just cinders now. The past is never past.
That's just one of the many engaging and enthralling scenes in this game. It's truly immersive, especially at super ultra wide resolution. It looks fantastic, and if you're using headphones with good quality to them, you can really get some fantastic audio out of it too.
When the darkness came, the man stood shoulder to shoulder with his friends. They helped each other through the starvation and the fear, and there was a tiny spark of hope.
What I love the most, though, is the photo mode. I use this to create a montage, which I'll show you at the end. But obviously a photo mode is nothing new, but this game has like real-time graphics in them that allow you to not only adjust the camera position, but also do a bunch of other things, not just your average using filters, but also throwing in lighting sources at various different positions so that you can highlight the main character. This is pretty unique because you're not locked to one view angle, but you can actually spin it around to multiple different positions, add in various different effects, and improve the lighting of the scene from different angles as well, so you can really add some atmosphere to it. Plus there's this real-time effects mode in there where you can see like the rain and the other things in the scene. And I was just really struck by the graphics themselves as well, which are top-notch, and it runs really smooth. I was getting about 140 frames on maximum settings. One thing of note, though, is that trying to capture screenshots of the combat is particularly difficult because Z is the photo mode button, so trying to press that in the middle of while using your whole hand to do the WASD maneuvers and then fight with your mouse hand makes it a little bit tricky. But I did find one solution in the form of the Elgato foot pedal. This might seem like an extreme solution, and there's probably easier ones like rebinding key presses, but this foot pedal basically goes by your feet. It has 3 pedals on it, and then you can assign whatever you want to those. So I basically put a Z on each of the pedals so that I could then press with my foot while I was in the middle of combat, which allows you to get those like quick actions where, for example, you're blocking an incoming attack or you're pulling off a particularly cool maneuver. You can just mash this without having to take your hand off the important keys so you won't lose the fight. And then you can get a really good screenshot. And I managed to get some pretty nice ones that I'm quite happy with, and then created a montage using 230 photos that I took through my playthrough. The game lasted about 10 hours while doing that and also enjoying it. I am going to replay it though, probably, because there are reasons to do so without spoiling anything for you. But I would recommend checking this game out if you haven't already, because it is pretty awesome. You do have to have quick feet. Turns out my reactions aren't what they used to be, but you could just quickly mash that foot pedal and then capture the right scene. And I got some pretty nice shots from it that I'm quite happy with aggressive finishing moves or just good blocks. And as you'll see, there's also some nice effects when you're striking from various angles, and then you can also just zoom in on Senua's face and get some nice images out of that. Here's the full montage for your enjoyment.